Okay, so you're going to see like lighting and my clothes change because I'm filming this on 2 separate days. I decided to do a little bit more research into one of the stuff I'm saying. First of all, before I get into the video, my name is not important. My channel is not important. All you need to know is that I've made a video about Mary Jane before. I was one of the first people to actually make a video about her 7 months ago. I have a lot of people messaging me about everything that's going on, so I am addressing it now. I was going to wait for her to come up with an apology video like she so said, but that has never happened so far, and I'm not going to really wait for that. If her apology comes out and I feel like it changes any of my opinions, or if I feel the need to address it, I will. If not, I'm not going to address it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. That's all that matters. Please follow both of these accounts for more stories and receipts. So I really, really, really wanted to address this because this is out of all the videos that people are saying about Mary Jane. One thing they have not really said, and apparently this is not the first time, and I knew this, but I didn't realize how far back it actually went. I knew about the New York situation, but I didn't know about the giveaway Japan situation. And if you don't know, well, apparently she had did a giveaway for like the Japan merchandise that she had bought, and she was gonna like give it to one lucky winner. Simple concept, yes? Okay. All she asked in return at the time was to follow her on Instagram and I think all the social media platforms. Now, at the time, I wasn't really diligently following her on Instagram, so I didn't catch wind of the second part that happened. So apparently, allegedly, I have to say that for YouTube, but allegedly, what had happened was that after she had asked everybody to follow her, and they did, she had then requested them to send her $5 for to be entered into the giveaway, just to be entered, and everybody did that. But there were no reportings of anybody getting the giveaway items for her giveaway that she's supposed to do. So that was allegedly the first situation that was scammed. Simple, small, $5, slid under the radar, nobody really knew. Okay. Second time was the New York and LA, California situation, which is the one I knew about. And I think that was around the time, either like before I made my video or after. I'm not really quite sure. It doesn't really matter. But so apparently in New York, she had did a workshop. I think it was called. Yeah, I think it was the workshop.
My workshop. So I'm doing these workshops where I meet up with you guys for 2 hours. You'll see 3 of the girls I met up with in this vlog. And I met up with a guy, Frankie, on 2 days ago. I met up with him. Basically, I'm doing these workshops where I meet up with you guys and we take pictures. I take pictures of you and I show you how I edit and take my pictures, and I show you all the apps I use. And then if you're interested in being an Instagrammer or YouTuber, I give you advice. I help you with whatever I think you need to do to get there. I just give you my opinion on what I think will help you get there. Yeah, it's $250 for 2 hours. And I always take you guys somewhere to eat, and I give you a goodie bag. Bring you guys a goodie bag of like my favorite things. And a ton of you guys were saying you're interested, but it was too last minute and you can't make it. And then a lot of you guys were saying, can I do one in LA? So I'm going to do one in LA. I have workshops. I have 2 people to meet today. I have workshops. I'm meeting up with people all this week. But if you're interested in doing my workshop and you live in LA, I am going to be in LA from November 18th to December 18th. So for about a month, I'm going to be in LA, and I'm going to put the tickets. There's only 30 spots, or 35 spots actually available, for November 18th to December 18th. And then, like, if I feel like a lot of people like need a little bit more time, I'll stay in LA longer. Like, it's not a problem. But I'm going to Dubai. I pushed back Dubai, so I was going to be in Dubai now. I was going to leave on the 7th, but since I'm doing the workshops with you guys, I'm actually going to leave on the 24th now. The 24th of October, I'll leave for Dubai, and then I'm going to Egypt. My friend Shazen is coming along. And then after Egypt, I'm going straight back to LA. And LA, that's where I'm going to do my workshops from November 18th to December 18th. And then if I need to stay longer than December 18th, I'll do that. I'm going to put it up on my website. You can purchase a ticket on my website. There'll be 35 spots for LA from November 18th to December 18th. When I put the tickets up for New York, when I put these tickets up for New York, they sold out in about 8 hours. So if you want a ticket for LA in November, December, I highly suggest you buy one really fast.
As well as a PDF file that was $10. The PDF file was $10, and then the workshop was $250. This was the first big, I think, her testing the waters type of scam. So the $250 was offered for the New York, and I don't know how many people scammed, because I don't remember a lot of people coming out about that. So that's why this flew under the radar really quick, because she did get a couple people. I think it's on her channel. She got about four, maybe 5 people, and that's like really pushing it. I think 4 or 5 people that actually, like, she featured on her channel to do the that workshop. And what that workshop included was photos, very similar to the Dubai trip, was photos featuring on her channel, featuring on her Instagram, and teaching you how to do what she does. And then the $10 ones, which I did hear people come out about that one, was that, because they were putting it in my comments when I made my video, was that people were giving her $10 for the PDF file, and they did not get it whatsoever. And that's something as like a PDF. But when they did get it, literally the information was basic, like formulaic, copy and paste on how to take pictures on Instagram or how to do Instagram. Like, you can literally go type it in on YouTube and get the information for free. So people were very kind of upset with the situation, because it didn't seem like she put as much effort, or like it seemed like she hyped it up a lot more than what she was egging on. Because the way she advertised it was saying that, she was putting a lot of emphasis, and she had the secrets, and like, hey, I can teach you to do exactly what I do. Basically what I've heard, that the information was not helpful at all, and that it was very basic. I copy and paste information for the $10. But anyway, the New York situation happened. She took that money, and then she flew to LA. Then she did it again. Then she did the whole thing again, a workshop in LA. And I remember she had even posted more LA workshops that was supposed to go for about 3 to 4 months, from what I remembered. And she only stayed in LA for a very short time. Like, she didn't even make it to the ends of the LA trip. And once again, she kept saying she was sold out. She was sold out. Then she had more room. Then she was sold out. And she said, oh, more people want the trip, so she's going to open more time. And then she kept selling out. Sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Doesn't this all sound very familiar? Sounds like somebody was testing the waters to me. But this is all alleged. Moving on. So, apparently with the LA trip, she offered the exact same thing to be featured on her channel, featured on her Instagram, a shout out, as well as teaching her how to do pictures, all that jazz, whatever. No, and you can find this on her channel. Nobody. Hold on. I need y'all to understand this. There was no featuring of anybody. $250. Nobody. She stayed in LA for a short time. Took all that money. And a few people, I guess, have come out about it. I don't know. But the people who got the LA trip was completely scammed. So anyway, she took the LA money. So she did that. Went to Dubai. And then we have the famous Dubai scamming. Guys, this isn't her first rodeo. And the people, I was trying to be nice. So after this section, you're going to notice I'm being very nice and I'm trying to be very understanding. But once I really looked into it, this wasn't premeditated. This wasn't like sporadic. This wasn't like, oh, in the moment type of thing. This was premeditated scamming. She has tested the waters several times before she went for the big bang. So you've had several times to correct yourself. You've had several times to not do what you were doing. Several. And for the people who are trying to give her the benefit of the doubt and who are trying to be like, oh, she's young, she's making mistakes and da-da-da. No. I was being nice. And I was being nice in my video before, but no. Because this is messed up. And this wasn't like a whole, whoops. This wasn't oops. This was premeditated, and I really want everyone to understand that. Now, I will address later on about her mental situation, and I thought that, hey, maybe she's mentally ill, because why would you do this? But that was with the mindset that this just came out of nowhere. Guys, this didn't. This was not out of nowhere. This wasn't a spur, oh, she needed money right now. This girl's been broke, and she's been scamming since day one. We're just now catching on to it, unfortunately. So I hope you guys get your money back. And I hope you make this a very memorable moment for a lot of people. And I'm so sorry to the victims of the situation. And MaryJane, if you do have mental health issues, please get help. Please learn from this situation. I'm not saying that and I still stand by this, and I'm going to say this again in the video. I'm not wishing her to go off of YouTube. I'm not saying that. If you want to make money off of YouTube, then do so. If you want to make a career out of YouTube, if you just kept to yourself and sold products that you don't use, but that's another conversation. But yes, and I actually was, for the first time, actually ever bought something I think it was an eyelash. If y'all know the eyelash serum that she's supposed to use on your eyelashes to make your eyelashes grow, that doesn't effing work. I have it still in my bathroom. I still have it in my bathroom. And then to end up finding out that never actually worked on her. To end up finding out that it didn't even work for her when I a now deleted video when she used tried to do eyelash extensions, and then she exposed herself showing her real eyelashes that they never changed from, like, they still were very short compared to what she was saying. And she claimed that she wasn't wearing any eyelash extensions, even though she clearly was. And I knew that, like, by that time I had already, like, suspected it. And I still stand by, I'm gonna say this again in the video, I still stand by, like, do not victim shame. Everybody has somebody that, you know, they trust. And although this is a one-dimensional, relationship online, there are plenty of people online who have shown that they can, they can be trusted. So don't think that, hey, all YouTubers are untrustworthy and you're stupid for ever believing them. Hey, a lot of the YouTubers that I follow have always stuck by their word. If they were doing something, it was true. If they were selling a product, it actually worked. So I don't have a lot of experience with YouTubers that are as scamming, as conniving, as manipulative as MaryJane. I'm sorry, I choose my people wisely. So the fact that this flew under my radar, I feel like this would fly under a lot of people's radar. And I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat, because a lot of the people who are coming out about their stories seem to be very careful about who they allow and who they give their money to. So please do not victim shame, because it is not their fault. The person you should be blaming is the person who actually took their money. So we're not going to be doing that. And I will not stand for anybody victim blaming, because there are plenty of people over the internet who have shown and proven that they can be trusted. That's mainly what I wanted to say and wanted to address, that I noticed a lot of people were not addressing, and I hope that puts things into perspective a little bit. This is not her first video, and definitely she had many times to actually correct her actions, and she didn't. And I want to make that very clear. Because I've heard rumors that her family is involved. I don't know. That's pure allegations. And I really don't know if that's true. So I'm not really going to set that in stone. And I really hope that her whole family is not involved. I hope not, because that would suck. Anyway, enjoy the rest of my video. This is my pure thoughts on everything else, but I just wanted to make sure I got this through my video first. This was the most important part. Okay. Finally, now that everything has said and done, I'm here to just express my thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. Okay? All right. I'm not going to say I saw it coming, because I didn't know to this degree. And I want to explain to people who don't know who MaryJane Byarm is, because I know this is starting to catch wind, and it's starting to catch wind fast. And I don't know how big it's going to get. But I just want to explain to people who don't know who MaryJane Byarm is, and it's just now, because of all the scandal is coming to her channel, and why this news is so big, other than the scamming situation. I think most of anything, people are just really confused. And not just because of the whole scamming situation, not because people lost their money, but it's because people don't understand why she shot herself in the foot so badly. Like, when I tell you this girl had it going, she had it going. Like, she even got nominated for a YouTube award. And I think she could have been the next big face of YouTube. And that would have been huge for people in our community. And just to see something so promising, even with the issues like that people had with her. Like, it's just, why would you screw yourself over so badly? You know, like, that's the confusion I think her fans are facing right now. And the fact, like, something so stupid and so easily avoidable, like, you know what I mean? If you don't know the situation, MaryJane Byarm has been accused of scamming, I think 20 women so far, maybe 22. So far, people have come out, and the average amount of money that has been taken from each individual person is $2,500 each. Yeah. And the people who have went to go see her, at least the one person that has actually came out, if you don't know, watch this video of the interview that this person did with most of the victims, and she was including a victim of first. She was also a victim as well of this scamming situation. They collectively just made a whole interview together and just expressed and basically vented. It was venting their emotions all together. It's very interesting. I highly, highly, highly recommend seeing it. Scamming all those people, and then picking one person out of 22 people so far, allegedly, and then making that person who paid for your trip have such a horrible, horrible time. Go watch that video. Very interesting. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's sad. More than anything, I feel like this is a very sad situation. And I don't feel like a mentally sound person could make these mistakes. Or if you read all the DMs and comments, that has been said, that the back and forths, and this is not the first time. People think that this is the first time she's ever done this scamming thing. This is not the first time. So I'm not surprised that she tried this on a larger scale, because obviously she got away with it the first time. Now she's pulling out the big guns. You could have had so much in life, MaryJane. And I'm if you are not a mentally sound person, don't do anything rash. Please don't. I'm if you can find a way to give the girls back your money, say hey, just get a bunch of promotions or whatever, go in debt for a bit, borrow some money from the bank if you can, give the girls their money back, and then just come back to YouTube and just crank out a lot of videos and try. If you want to stick to YouTube, if you want to get a job, just go ahead and do that. But if you want to really make this YouTube thing work, crank out a lot of videos and make a lot of sponsorships from that. And just hopefully you learned your lesson. I'm sorry this is happening to you, but you shot yourself in the foot. Wow. From what I've heard, she is also extremely broke. Extremely broke. And that brings a lot of questions in my mind, but it's not necessary for it to be answered. I don't know what you're doing with your money, girl, but I hope you get it figured out. Like I said, go into debt to pay these people back. That's all you can do at this point. If the allegations are true, which that you are broke, if the allegations are true that you are broke, just go into debt and pay these girls back. Pay for your sins and then start anew. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Anything further than this, I hope everybody get their money back. I hope she learns her lesson and that she doesn't have to pay the price of going to jail. That's not what I would want to see for anybody in general, unless that's a lie. Why am I lying? That's not what I would like to see out of this situation. Let me clarify. Clarify. That's not what I would like to see out of this situation. I hope everything gets resolved. I hope everybody gets their money back. And I hope we can stop wearing these freaking masks and everything can go back to normal. Thank you. Have a good day. Welcome to my TED Talk.